Very good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you session this morning. As you may be aware, we are having these sessions every day now thrice, and one is in the morning at 8 a.m., which is this one. We have one in the afternoon at 4:15 and one in the evening at 7:45 p.m. All these sessions are for new seekers who want to learn about Sahaja Yoga, understand meditation, and get their self-realization experience right now and here. All sessions are in Hindi except one on Sunday morning in English. We started this in English for seekers who wanted to understand this in other language or didn't understand Hindi. So today's session will be in English. I apologize to all of us who have joined who do not understand English. And I would request you to attend any of the other sessions. And even the recordings of these sessions are available online. We have one session at 5:30 p.m. in the evening, again every day, for seekers who have now understood the basics and understand the vibrations, want to go deeper into meditation. You can join. Every day it happens at 5:30 p.m. So these sessions are on for our benefit, and we can attend them and bring more people in the sessions as well. In this session right now, what we'll do is we'll briefly discuss what is Sahaj Yoga, why we need it, how do we get benefited from it. And many of us have questions about, how do we meditate, what is meditation, and how is it different from so many others that have started now. So we'll try to answer some of those questions right now. Then we'll briefly talk about our internal subtle system before going into meditation and a self-realization experience. Post that if you have any questions, you can drop those questions in the chat box in YouTube. We'll try to answer them here. Or you can join the Zoom link given here on the YouTube chat and ask those questions live with us. So let's start now. Um, if you think about it, many of us come seeking something higher in meditation because we have some or the other problems. Um, some people come because they have some physical troubles that they won't get resolved. And some people think of, all of this madness around me, the stress that is causing. I just need uh, some relief and some silence. So I'll search for something higher in meditation and all of that. Some people are just, having a lot of family troubles and things like that. So a lot of us are pushed towards the searching, the seeking of something higher because of these. There are also people who innately have been thinking of God, something higher, and spirituality, and that's how they come to Sahaj Yoga as well. In all of this pursuit, if one thinks about it, um, what is it that we want to achieve? Let's say I want to achieve um, some happiness. So I have been up until now. I've been doing, let's say, lot of hard work in my job or business to get money. I People thought that that was what would have given them happiness. Then they moved on to something else, and then they moved on to something else because none of this gives them the happiness that they were looking for. And that's how slowly and steadily we come to the conclusion that, all of this doesn't make any sense, and we want to search for something higher. And then spirituality and all of that comes into play because religions also do not give us the answer that we are looking for. So there is a pursuit of something that we do not clearly yet know what it is, but we are searching for something that gives us actually the joy rather than the happiness and unhappiness. And that search brings us to spirituality, to seeking our own self, to seeking something higher. That is how people come to Sahajog, and many of them have also tried other forms of meditation and uh, do not understand how is it differentiated and what how to meditate. Many people come to us and So we try to meditate, but we just cannot. We sometimes people focus here. Is it about focusing? Is it about stopping your thoughts? Is it about taking some mantras? Is it about doing some breathing exercises, or is it yoga asana and all of that? So after all of this searching, people come to so many places, and then still we are confused. We are still under that Bhranti, one can say, of not knowing what we really want to seek. So first we are seeking in all of this material things and family and all of that didn't give us what we're looking for. Then they come to so many organizations and still doing something that we do not know. This is quite unfortunate because this knowledge of getting to yourself is our own heritage. The great country of India, Bharat, has had thousands and thousands of years of history of people seeking God and getting it, and then the path being talked about, written in books. So much of work has been done on this, but it's unfortunate that we do not know what to expect. So, what does Sahaj Yoga do? What happens to us? What should happen? Let's see. Sahaj Yoga, the word coined by Shree Mataji Nirmala Devi, whose photograph you can see behind me. She started Sahaj Yoga in 1970. Sahaj, something that is simple. It's Sanskrit for simple or spontaneous, something that happens on its own. So, what happens on its own? All living processes happen on their own. For example, a seed becomes a plant, it sprouts, it becomes a plant and a tree, fruits, all of that happening is very spontaneous. The tree doesn't do anything about it, Mother Earth doesn't do anything about it. All of it is just natural and it happens on its own in given time. And that is how all other living processes are. For example, our breathing, our digestion, it has all been built in. We don't actually do anything about it. So one should understand that getting to self-realization or getting to something higher, to God, is also it's a live process. It's done by a living God, by his living energy. It cannot happen by any of our actions, actually. And this becomes a very difficult point for many of us to accept. So that's how so many of these things are cut down. You cannot take mantras. All of this doesn't get to the higher self that we're talking about. Reading, chanting, concentrating is all our effort. So how does this happen? This happens by the grace of somebody who is a realized soul. This has been our history, and we've heard of saints, rishis, and munis doing tapasya and penances for lives together, and then finally getting this self-realization and all of that. So, what they would do is they would test out so many of their shishyas, disciples, and choose one out of them. That's how they would give self-realization to one person. And that one guru, one shishya parampara has been going on um, in our great country. So it has always been there and it has always happened the same way. There is a difference now, which we'll talk about shortly. But the point is that it is given by someone who's a realized soul. So it is Sahaj, and you actually do not do about getting it. So it's Sahaj, that's why the name Sahaj Yoga. Now, the word yoga itself, yoga means union. Union of what? Union of the self, that is our spirit, Atma, with Paramatma, the divine, that is all around. So that is what should happen in yoga. Now, this is an abstract thing, and it's the question how, what is myself? How does this happen? How will I know? People sometimes self proclaim that I am a realized soul. How does one person check if the other person is a realized soul or not? It's like everybody's blind, and then one person says, I can see. So, how do you figure out if he can see? It's like Kabira said, Kaise samjhaun sab jag andha. The whole world is blind. How do I explain to them? So we do not have the eyes to see who's a realized person or not. Today, even if God comes and stands in front of us, we'll say that maybe you're somebody just dressed up, or if he's dressed normally, we'll not even consider the option. So we lack the understanding and the knowledge of this great perception of divinity. That happens, we get that perception and that knowledge and those eyes with the self realization itself. That is when we know for sure. So today, when you get to it, the experience, you'll know for sure that yes, this is so and so. With the vibrations on your hands, you know for sure what is truth, what is false, and you can take actions based on that. Sahaj, the word also means something with, and ja means born. Sahaja, something so innate that is born within us. For example, the seed has to sprout, everything is inside, it's built in. That is how innate this is. This is part of our evolutionary process. And this has been built inside us through ages. So, life on this earth first came as unicellular amoeba. It evolved into larger things than fishes and then reptiles and animals and birds, and out of so many things, monkeys, and then finally we evolved. We didn't do anything to get evolved from monkeys. We didn't cut our tails. It happened on its own. All of this is built in, but the evolution happens on its time, on its own. Now, as human beings, we have evolved a lot. We know so much. As a collective being, we know what is right, what is wrong. We condemn bad things. We still do bad things, but we know that this is wrong. We know so much through science, and we can do so much, achieve so much through art. We have created so many beautiful things. This is all achievement that has come to us, not in our physical self now. This is in our consciousness, in our awareness. So the next growth of our evolution is also in our awareness. This is the last leg that one has to achieve to become the self. Why? Why do we have to grow? Why the next phase of awareness do we really need it? I'm just here looking for some peace and quiet. Why are we talking about all of this? So the answer to that is that today human beings have come to a stage uh, where it's really a question of where we go from here now. If you pick up any day's newspaper, you are lost in contemplation that what has the world come to? And if there's a God Almighty who created us and we are supposed to be the epitome of his creation, then is this what he planned for? Is this what he thought we would be like? In answering those questions, one is always tempted to say that no, there has to be something higher, something better than this. Human beings have to be better than this. To get better, to really change from inside, this is the path, this is the way, this is something that we all have to achieve. And we all have to get our self realization and this last leg of evolution to get to the divine and get the answers of all these questions surrounding us. So, this is Sahajo, and this is what we achieve from it. And this is what one has to expect. There is a complete inner transformation, and that transformation has to make our life completely better in all aspects, not just one. It has to be an integrated thing that makes our lives better physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, from a familial perspective, from monetary perspective, from all relations and everything that we think of ourselves. Everything has to improve with this because what we are saying is that we are connecting with the divine. And we know for sure that we have connected because of these vibrations that we feel. Then that divine has to take care of us. Jolly well, it has to. That is something that the divine is also quite keen to give us our self-realization and bring us into the realm of divine. How does this happen? We'll just briefly, for a few minutes, talk about our internal subtle system, and that will give us some idea of what we're talking about here. I'm sure most of us have seen this chart by now. This is the boon of the modern times that so many of us are seeking God, that we have somewhere or other read about this, seen these chakras and nadis. As Shree Mataji says, never before in the history of humanity have so many people been searching for God. We say these are the modern horrible times of Kali Yuga, Ghor Kali Yuga. But this is what is the boon of Kali Yuga as well. And this has been promised in many, many scriptures that such and such time will come. But what we do not read of is that in such and such time, it is also described that people living in normal households will get their self-realization. Bhrigu Samhita, written by Bhrigu Muni, said 14,000 years ago. He is the father of astrology and a great seer and saint. He talked of a time, and that time in modern calendars translates to 1970, when Shree Mataji actually started the work of Sahaja, that in these times, people living in their households, normal grahasthas, will get their self-realization and will get to God. There's a beautiful book called Nal Damayanti Akhyan, which is a story about King Nal and his wife Damayanti, who are separated by Kali, whose Bhuga we live in. And the king catches hold of Kali and says, I'll destroy you because you're so horrible. People in your times will suffer so much. So he said, go ahead, O great king, but first listen to my importance. He said, what could be your importance? Then Kali says that when my time will come, people searching for God in hills and dales, in Himalayas and forests, will be born as household people and will get their self-realization. Listening to this, the great king left him alone. But we do not know of these things. We do live in such times, of those horrible times, the Ghor Kali Yuga, that creates these scenarios and environments all around us, that we start searching for God, start searching for something higher, which is the need of the hour. It has to happen. So, in this search, today we are hearing of Sahaja Yoga, and we're talking about the internal subtle system now. Imagine a few decades ago, this was not so much talked about at all. Now, inside us is this built in. We talked about things that are built in by divine since our birth. How does that happen? So, when we were in our mother's womb, 2.5 months or so, when it is said that life form comes, the fetus becomes alive also. The energy that created us entered from fontanel bone area here and refracted into three parts. You see that this fontanel bone area is very soft in very newly born kids. It sometimes pulsates, and that is because this is the place from where this energy enters. Later on, a calcification happens and becomes a little bit fontanel as well. So after the energy enters here, it refracts into three parts because our brain is sort of prism shaped. And after the refraction, the one coming from the right goes to the left, which is shown in the blue color here. This is called as the Ida Nadi. The Ida Nadi is also the moon channel inside us. It is the channel of our desires. All desires emanate from here. All our emotions also emanate from here. This is the channel of our past. So people who think of past too much are on this channel a lot. People who are very emotional work on this channel a lot. In Sahaja Yoga, we understand that any extremes lead to problems, and we try to come into balance of all of those extremes. Similarly, the one coming from the left goes to the right in the yellow color. This is called as the Pingla Nadi, the sun channel, the channel of our action. Action that is physical action or mental action, anything. All of that is governed by this channel. This is also the channel of our future. So very futuristic people, aggressive people work on this channel a lot. Left and right channels combined take care of our complete sympathetic nervous system. In the center is the Sushumna Nadi. This is the path for Kundalini. Now, this Nadi is the channel of our present. It also takes care of our parasympathetic nervous system. So, Everything automatic is governed by this channel. Now, these channels are created, then this energy creates these chakras inside us. These chakras we see as flower like things here. You can call them energy centers or whatever you like. Now, these chakras get manifested on our physical self as plexuses or crossing points of thousands of channels. And they govern essentially all our organs in these areas, particular to them, and many aspects of our being. So we have so many aspects, as we know. All of that is governed by them. So we have different qualities and different personas because of the permutations and combinations of these chakras and these nadis. These are the main three and seven. There are more inside us, but these generally cover everything about us. Now, after all of this creation of the complete self, the power that created us comes and settles down almost at the end of our spine. There is a triangular bone. It is called as the sacrum bone. So the Greeks named it sacrum. They probably knew there's something sacred about this bone. So there it comes and settles. When it settles, it makes 3.5 coils. Coils in Sanskrit is kundal. Kundal, because this is our mother energy, she's called as Kundalini. It is mentioned here, she's the pure energy. She's the energy of pure desire inside us. We talked of so many things we are in pursuit of and searching for and not getting the satisfaction in life, the joy that we are looking for. Because all of these wants and desires that we have are impure. Otherwise, getting to them would have given us the satisfaction. But as soon as you achieve one thing, you are still unsatisfied and you go for the other, the other. It is said that this is the power of pure energy and pure desire. When once fulfilled, you get the ultimate joy that you're looking for. She's our individual mother. She is with us in all of our lives. She knows everything, every single thing about us. And her only aim, her only goal is to give us our self realization. Self realization is also called as the second birth. In Sanskrit, a realized soul is called as Dvijaha, and a bird is also called as Dvijaha, means twice born. Why? Because first the bird is born as an egg. So the word for the bird is the egg. Then it breaks through and it sees the world for what it really is. Similar is the case for us. Up until now, the eggshells are surrounding us, and that is all that we see. There's a completely new dimension that we have not yet seen and touched. We do that once we get our self realization, once the Kundalini is awakened and it pierces through the fontanel bone area again and pierces this shell and connects us with the all pervading power of God. Now, we have heard since childhood that God is everywhere, all pervading, and does every single thing. And in Hindu language, in Hindu religion, it said "Kan kan mein Bhagwan" means every molecule and atom you have God. But we have never seen him, never felt him. And why is that? Because we are not connected with him. So once this Kundalini is awakened, she pierces through these chakras and the fontanel bone area finally, it connects us with the divine power that is all around us. And that divine power starts flowing through us. When it starts flowing through us, we feel that power on our hands. Why the hands? Because this is the end points of the nervous system, and we have said that these chakras and nadis govern our nervous system also. So the light comes on the physical self also. So being the end points of the nervous system, we feel the chakras here. It is shown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are the 7 chakras on the left side and on the right side. There are different parts of the chakra, left, right, and center. And they are not okay because of different reasons also. So you feel, let's say in meditation, I'll feel a burning sensation on this finger. Then it's the Vishuddhi chakra on the left hand side that is not okay. So there could be many reasons why it is caught up, but I get to know that this chakra is being worked upon by the Kundalini. This power gets awakened, we get connected with the divine, and that is when this starts. So you know what is wrong in which chakra. You get a cool breeze coming out of your hand. What is this cool breeze? It is described as Param Chaitanya by Adi Shankaracharya, who wrote a book called Saundarya Lahari, means beautiful vibrations. The book itself, he named it. And then he says that when Mother's grace dawns upon us, we feel Salilam Salilam Chaitanya. That means cool, cool vibrations. In Bible, it is said that you'll feel the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. In Quran, it is said that when Qiyamah's time will come, that means resurrection time will come, your hands will give witness against you and will speak. Now, how can hands speak and give witness? So this is how you get the witness. You know what is wrong with chakra. For example, today you are a very egoistic and aggressive person, gets angry at nothing at all, and people are really afraid of you. They can't even tell you this. But let's say when you meditate and your kundalini rises, you'll feel a strong burning on this finger. Then you'll ask, why does this happen? And it's decoded as this is Agya Chakra. And it is caught up when you are very aggressive and egoistic. But that doesn't solve the problem. The person does not correct himself. You cannot correct yourself. It is only the divine that can do it. Slowly and gradually, as you meditate, all these chakras which are imbalanced come into balance. And these problems that you have get resolved slowly and gradually. So, this is how we are corrected from inside. And that is how, when these chakras are corrected, many of our physical problems also at times get resolved. But that is not the goal of Sahaja. But the but the idea is that we are connected with the divine, and then the divine corrects us and brings us into balance. Whatever problems we have get taken care of by the divine. So today, this is what is going to happen. You'll feel the vibrations. It may be hot initially, we do not bother about it. But these vibrations are essentially the all pervading power of God that we'll feel today. And these are so amazing. What happens when you get these vibrations? Let's say I've got it now. So what? First of all, when the Kundalini passes through Agya and comes here, you feel thoughtless awareness. So there are no thoughts. You're completely in bliss and silence. And you're aware. So you can do what you like. It's not like you've lost yourself. That is the first state that you get. Then, with these vibrations, slowly and gradually, we can help our own chakras and make them better. With these vibrations, we can give realization to other people as well. So we can make their lives better. And we can check about anybody. So it is said that Tulsidas was putting Chandan Tilak to everybody who's coming in Chitrakoot. Then even Ram Bhagwan came and he put the Tilak on him. So the lines are said to emphasize that we do not know who is in front of us. So today you can find out that if the person standing in front of you is a crook or a divine person. So that knowledge comes to you. Whether you should do this or not. Such absolute questions we can ask and the vibrations tell us what to do. So we get this great knowledge insight and we truly get connected with the divine and the whole because that is how you see what is wrong with the other person. Now, there's a lot to talk about in Sahaj Yoga and there's a lot of theory stuff, but the main idea is you get to it and then you practice it. It is something to be practiced and done daily. You meditate in the morning and in the evening, and you see for yourself. There's no external certificate now that you are a Sahaj Yogi. You've got your self realization. No, it's only you who know it, who practices it, and gets the certificate on your own. That yes, this works. The whole knowledge is given by Shree Mataji, all free of cost. Sahaj Yoga is completely free of cost. There's no charge for it. You cannot actually pay anything for something so divine. But it is something that once you get it, you should do everything in your power to establish it. Because there's something so great, so freely available, but sometimes we do not value it enough. So now we'll go for meditation session and get the self-realization experience now and here. There are some steps to be seen. So we do some steps to balance ourselves to help some of our chakras, and then we go into meditation for a while. This will not be a long process. There are a few steps. So you can just see those steps right now with your eyes open and do the steps with your eyes open. Later on, we'll do the steps with our eyes closed. First of all, if you're sitting on the ground, if you are sitting on the ground, you should sit with your legs crossed like this and open your palms in your lap as it is shown here. If you're sitting on a sofa or a chair, please put both your legs apart on the ground and open your palm in your laps as is shown here. This is very important. If there's anything tight on your body, please loosen it because in meditation, your attention should not go there. And take out your spectacles or anything else that you're wearing like that. We'll sit straight, not very straight, not slouching, but we'll sit straight. In the first step, we'll put our right hand on the Mother Earth and left hand towards open in our lap. Right hand on the Mother Earth, left hand open in our lap. So there are some steps, 3, that we'll do for balancing ourselves. We use the 5 elements that made us a lot in Sahaja Yoga for cleansing and balancing. We'll use some of them now. Now we'll bring the right hand in our lap and put the left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. Right hand in our lap, left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. Now we'll put both the hands on the Mother Earth. So these are all the steps for balancing ourselves. Now we'll bring both the hands into our lap and keep the left hand open as it is in our lap. Put the right hand on our heart. Left hand open in our lap, right hand on our heart. In meditation, we'll have some prayers. Now we'll bring the same right hand to our forehead and place it across. Press from both the sides and bend our head forward a little. After this, we'll stretch our fingers completely and place the center of our palm at the fontanelle bone area at the top of our head. Fingers completely outstretched and press the palm on the fontanelle bone area here and we'll move the hand in a clockwise direction. We'll move the hand in a clockwise direction so that the scalp also moves along with it. We'll keep doing this for a while we pray and meditate here. After this, of course, we'll see the vibrations coming out of our head and touching our palm. We'll do this with both of our hands. And in the last step, we'll put completely up our hands, elbows straight, palms open towards the sky. These are all the steps to be done. We'll do this now in meditation. One question that one may ask now is that, is this enough to do these steps and pray? So the answer to that question is no. And I always use this example because this makes the most sense. Shivaji Maharaj, the Great, once asked his guru. So he had a guru called Ramdas Swami, a great realized soul. Oh, Guru, how long does it take for one to get their self-realization? So the Guru answered by saying, the time it takes for you to put your one foot from one side of the horse to the other side. He was a great king, so he made him understand in his own language. So that was like super fast. That shan, he said, that very second. But you need someone who can give it and someone who can take it. Without someone who can give it, one cannot get their self-realization. Shree Mataji, Nirmala Devi is here who can give it to us. This great blessing and boon It happens because of the vibrations coming from her photograph. It's a very, very special photograph. Whatever doubts, questions we have in our minds, we'll just put them aside for a while and take this hypothesis. Because we should not miss out on this great opportunity just because we had some thoughts. We'll look at our photograph with utmost respect, open both of our palms in our lap, and sit cross legged if you're sitting on the ground, or if you're on a sofa or a chair. You can put both your legs apart on place the feet on the Mother Earth. We'll sit straight, not very slouching. Take out anything tight on our body. Now we'll slowly close our eyes and bring our attention inside. Just see what is happening right now. The only thought that we must have is that I want my self realization, nothing else. Now we will do the steps that we had just seen and place the right hand on the Mother Earth. The right hand on the Mother Earth, left hand open in our lap. We'll pray, Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my left channel through the Mother Earth. Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my left channel through the Mother Earth. We'll also bring our attention to our palms and see what is happening right now. Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my left channel through the Mother Earth. We'll bring our right hand back into our lap and place the left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. Right hand in our lap, left hand bent from elbow towards the sky. Here we have to pray, Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my right channel through the ether element. Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my right channel through the ether element. We'll bring our attention to both the palms and just see what is happening here right now. Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my right channel, the ether element. We'll place both of our hands on the Mother Earth and we'll have to pray here, Mother, whatever imbalances are still left in my left and right channels, please take them out through the Mother Earth. Mother, whatever imbalances are still left in my left and right channels, please take them out through the Mother Earth. Mother, please bring me into complete balance, into center, into the present. Mother, please bring me into the present. We'll bring both of our hands back into our lap. The next steps we'll do only with the right hand and keep the left hand open in our lap as it is. So the right hand is to be placed on our heart. This is the place of our spirit, the Atma, inside all of us. Here we have to assert a great truth. Mother, I am the pure spirit. Please say with full confidence, Mother, I am the pure spirit. This is the truth. We are not this body, this mind, these thoughts, this personality, whatever we think of ourselves, these relations, etc. All of this is, in fact, a momentary, fleeting, temporary thing. The only eternal thing is the spirit. So we say it with full confidence that, Mother, I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am nothing else but the pure spirit. Now, as I am the pure spirit, I am not guilty at all. Feeling guilty is very dangerous, and one of our chakras gets caught up because of which we do not feel the vibrations on our hands. So we have to say that, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Whatever wrong you think you may have done, leave it to the lotus feet of God Almighty, who's the ocean of forgiveness. He can absolve everything. So we say it with full confidence that, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Now we bring this right hand to our forehead and we press the forehead with the right hand from both the sides. While pressing, we'll bend our head forward a little. And here we have to pray, Mother, I forgive everyone without thinking of anyone. Just have to give a blanket forgiveness and say, Mother, I forgive everyone. Don't remember anyone or anything in particular, but just forgive everyone all of a sudden at once. Because by not forgiving, we play into the hands of people who may have done us wrong. But when we forgive, God takes over. So we say that, Mother, I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive everyone, myself included. O God, if I may have done any wrong against you, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. O God, if I may have done anything against you, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Now we can bring the right hand back into our lap to rest it a little bit. Once again, we raise the right hand and we place it at the top of our head. Fingers to be outstretched, stretched out completely, and place the center of the palm at the top of our head on the fontanel bone area. And while pressing the palm, we'll move the hand in a clockwise direction. While pressing the right hand on the fontanel bone area, we'll move it in a clockwise direction so that our scalp also moves along with it. We'll bend our head forward a little bit. Here we have to earnestly and humbly ask for our self realization. Without us asking for it, we will not get it. So we have to pray, Mother, please give me my self realization. Mother, please give me my self realization. Keep moving the hand. Give me my Atma Sakshatkar. Mother, please give me my yoga, my union with the divine. Mother, please give me my self realization. Mother, please give me my self realization. Mother, please give me my self realization. You can stop moving the hand and bring the hand back into our lap. Both the hands to be open in our lap. We place our attention at the top of our head where we had just pressed, and for a few seconds, sit in quiet meditation. You see that there are no thoughts right now. We'll raise both of our hands a little bit up to our heart level. Keep them open, the palms open, and just bring our attention to the center of the palms. See if there's a cool breeze coming out in one hand or both the hands. It could also be hot in one hand or both the hands. We'll just see for now. Now we bring our attention to the fingertips. On one or the other finger in one hand or both the hands, may feel a slight itching or ant crawling or burning sort of sensation. These are our chakras now being worked upon by the Kundalini. Once again, we bring the right hand to the top of our head where we had pressed and raise it just a few inches above. Move the hand back and forth. We'll move the hand just a few inches above, back and forth, to see if from a particular place we are getting a cool breeze coming out and touching our palm. We'll bring the right hand into our lap and see the same thing with our left hand. She'll raise just a few inches above our fontanelle bone area and move back and forth to see if there's a cool breeze coming and touching your palm. Could also be hot. We just have to watch it. These are quite subtle feelings. So look at. Now raise it, both the hands completely up towards the sky, elbows straight, and open our palms towards the sky. Raise both the hands completely up, elbows straight, palms open towards the sky, and push back your head. Here we have to ask one of these three questions 3 times. Oh God, is this the Param Chaitanya, Brahma Chaitanya? Is this the divine power of God that does everything? Is this the cosmic energy, divine energy? Any question 3 times. Bring our hand back into our lap. And once again, for a few seconds, sit in meditation while keeping our attention at the top of our head. We'll slowly open our eyes and look at Shree Mataji's photograph. You'll see that even with their eyes open, there are no thoughts right now. We'll bring our hands together in a namaskar and thank Shree Mataji and our Kundalini mother inside for this blissful experience. For those of us who have recently joined, I would request you to keep attending these sessions for a while, as sometimes it takes a few times to really establish this experience and understand what is going on exactly. So give it some time. Also, we have to now meditate daily at in the morning and in the evening, just for 5 to 10 minutes. And once in a week, we have to go to centers nearby to do collective meditation. How to do meditation at home? You can learn by joining our WhatsApp group and our YouTube channel, where you will get short videos on how to meditate and do some other activities to protect ourselves, cleanse ourselves. You can learn them and do them on your own. To join the WhatsApp group, there's a link given in the YouTube chat. And also, there's a link for the YouTube channel, which you can click upon and see the videos. To attend centers nearby, there's a link given for centers. There are centers now all across the world and in all the major towns of our country. You must go and attend these centers because meditating collectively helps us quite a lot. And once again, there are no charges. There is nothing that you have to pay to go to these centers. Sahaja Yoga is completely free of cost. Just reiterating, we have 3 sessions every day. One in the morning at 8:15, at 8 o'clock, like this one, and one in the afternoon at 4:15, and one in the evening at 7:45 p.m. Uh, all these sessions are in Hindi, and you can attend any of them. Only this session on Sunday morning is in English for seekers who requested to understand in their own languages. Apart from this, we have one session at 5:30 p.m. again every day for now understood the basics and want to go deeper into meditation. You can attend any of these sessions. Again, requesting you to meditate daily, learn more about Sahaja Yoga, give it some time and establish yourself. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shree Mataji. Jai Shri Ram.